So, why a book titled The Hidden Truth, Puberty, One Night Stands, and the Marriage Bed? Well, first of all, as a black man in America, this is the story of the first half of my life. From the age of 13 to 43, I went through a series of changes and challenges that ultimately led me to a 5-year bed of marriage. My 30-year process was the defining moment in my understanding of Black Male Sexuality. What I lacked throughout this process was the wisdom and guidance necessary for bringing hidden and underrepresented truths to light. As a black man, I can exist in America without having sex, smoking weed, drinking alcohol, watching pornography, sleeping with various women, or masturbating. I conceded that it takes becoming clear, Surviving the Depths of Masculinity, my latest book, to rectify the distractions, distortions, pictures, and images that emphasize the black male psyche, that immediate gratification and sensual pleasure should be in the toolbox of a black man's survival kit. The narratives that have been painted around the black man concerning his masculinity and sexuality has never set well in my spirit. Now that I recognize the manipulation of identity was key in maintaining white supremacy, it's easier to identify tactics of the enemy that keeps black men from fully engaging in socio-political activism, which can carry the ability to challenge white power structures. In this narrative, I pray that I was able to aid in destroying stereotypes, the dismantling of social misconceptions surrounding black male sexuality, examining how historical and cultural factors have shaped the sexual experiences of black men, and encourage candid conversations about sexuality within the black community that promotes healing, understanding, clarity, and most importantly, self-acceptance. As one piece of the puzzle, black male sexuality, my prayer is that I am doing my part in leveraging my experiences for the better of my generation and generations to come. The overall end game is always empowerment, education, awareness, and community healing. Black men, we are fractured and wounded soul warriors when it comes to the factions around our sexual liberations. Dating back to 1970 to 1930 BCE, when King Solomon reigned and utilized 1,000 female subjects for his political conquests and military sojourns, the black sexual male archetype has been a topic of discussion, intriguing the likes of scholars around the world for centuries. These historical depictions have not only intrigued scholars, but also have perpetuated deep-rooted stereotypes that continue to influence perceptions of black male sexuality today. The portrayal of black men as inherently hypersexual beings has overshadowed the rich complexity of our identities, reducing us to one-dimensional archetypes. This pervasive narrative not only skews societal views, but also impacts how young black men perceive themselves, often without the benefit of open dialogue or guidance to navigate these imposed expectations. The awakening of the black man's potential begins with puberty, adolescence, youth, and the lack of discussion around this topic creates adults who remain arrested on the stage of puberty, psychologically well into their adulthood. Part of my coverage of puberty for the young black man in part coincides with the navigation of relationships, marriage, and intimacy and mental health issues. Although I don't labor extensively on the mental health framework of black male sexuality, I felt ingested to lay out a synthesis of ideas that speaks to self-acceptance, building healthy relationships, breaking taboos, and growing in a collective and communal way. In reflecting upon this journey, I recognize that my story is not solely my own, but reflects the experiences of countless black men navigating the complexities of sexuality and identity. The silence surrounding our adolescence left many of us without the guidance needed to understand and embrace our emerging selves. By sharing these hidden truths, I hope to illuminate the path for others, breaking down the barriers that have long hindered open conversations within our community. It is critical that we continue to challenge and dismantle the stereotypes that have been imposed upon us. By examining the historical and cultural factors that have shaped our experiences, we can begin to heal the fractures within our collective psyche. Open dialogue about puberty, relationships, and intimacy is not just beneficial. It is necessary for our growth and empowerment. These conversations foster understanding, promote self-acceptance, and encourage the building of healthy relationships founded on mutual respect and authenticity. As we move forward, let us remember that the journey towards sexual liberation is both personal and communal. Each step we take to enhance our true selves contributes to the broader movement of healing and empowerment within the Black community. By leveraging our experiences and insights, we can inspire future generations to break free from the chains of misconception and embrace the fullness of their identities. In sharing my story, I aim to be a catalyst for change, a voice that encourages others to explore their truths and to engage in the transformative work of self-discovery. In moving forward, may we honor our past, acknowledge our present, and inspire future generations to continue the dialogue. Our stories matter, and by sharing them, we contribute to a legacy of resilience, strength, and unity. Let this be the beginning of a new chapter, one where hidden truths are brought to light and every voice is heard. May this work serve not only as a reflection of my journey, but as a beacon for all who seek to understand and embrace the depth and richness of Black male sexuality.